Welcome to War India News Hour. It's time to democratize e-commerce business in India. The new e-commerce rules said the plan is based on the need to enhance the enforcement powers to catch up with the EU and countries like the US, Australia, Japan and Singapore, which have strict regulations to rein in errant players. Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal's comments came a day after the Supreme Court refused to halt CCI probe against Amazon and Flipkart for alleged anti-competitive practices. The minister said, stressing that they were wielding influence to hurt domestic small businesses, traders and even consumers in the long run. The fact is, about the effect of e-commerce companies on the Indian market, the minister said around 6 crore small shops related to retail business and employing almost 12 crore people are being threatened now. Noting that these companies wield a lot of power due to capital, he said they were initially allowed in the country just to serve as an agency between two business entities in the country and not disturb the balance of competition in the market. The minister further clarifies it has been found that these e-commerce companies have been over time using legal tricks to provide people with cheap products for a brief period. In the long run, as the competition and small owners shut shop, the domination of these e-commerce companies will be incomparable, he said. With such domination, the consumers of the country will be forced to buy expensive goods from these e-commerce companies. He also informed Parliament that both the CCI and the Enforcement Directorate are carrying out investigations against these e-commerce companies. He referred to the Supreme Court decision against firms such as Amazon and Flipkart and said these companies tried even with their legal tricks to halt the investigation against them, but it's with extreme pleasure that I inform you that on the anniversary of Quit India movement, the Supreme Court has quashed their plea. The Apex Court decided that CCI should investigate them and fraudulent and unfair trade practices used by the companies as informed by the government and small shopkeepers to CCI. Let's wait and watch how these three Indian conglomerates, Tata, RIL and Adani, take up their most ambitious e-commerce businesses. Let's look into today's headlines in War India. Only Visa card adheres to data guidelines, says Reserve Bank of India. Visa Inc. is the only foreign card network to have complied with Reserve Bank of India's data localization rules that has led to business restrictions on 3 rival networks according to RBI's response to the Right to Information query, that is RTI, filed by Mint. RBI restricted rival MasterCard from signing up new customers from July 22nd for failing to comply with the norms. New business enterprises are heavily dependent on scientific technology. Union Minister of State Independent Charge Dr. Jitendra Singh said that new business enterprises are heavily dependent on scientific technology, and for the industry as well as big and small enterprises to realize their optimum utilization in contemporary India, not only the scientific applications but also scientific temper and scientific attitude will be essential for the entrepreneurs to succeed. India positioned second at Global Cryptocurrency Adoption Index. The worldwide adoption of cryptocurrency has grown by over 2,300% since the third quarter of 2019 and over 881% in the last year, and India ranks second in the Global Cryptocurrency Adoption Index, only behind Vietnam according to 2021 Global Crypto Adoption Index by blockchain data platform Chainalysis. The ranking was based on 3 metrics including peer-to-peer, exchange trading volume and value received. India was followed by Pakistan and Ukraine at ranks 3 and 4 respectively. The US and China's ranking dipped from 6th to 8th and from 4th to 13th respectively. Coinbase announces Mitsubishi UFJ to be the banking partner in Japan. Coinbase, one of the leading cryptocurrency exchanges in the world, has launched operations in Japan, offering part of its products and services to Japanese customers. It has announced it will launch operations in Japan. The exchange will be partnering with Mitsubishi UFJ Financial Group, that is MUFG, a banking institution with more than 40 million customers, to make it easy for residents of Japan to purchase and sell cryptocurrencies. It said in the statement, in line with our global strategy, we will aim to be the easiest to use and most trusted exchange in Japan that's fully compliant with local regulations. Hackers steal crypto worth $94 million from Japanese exchange. Japanese cryptocurrency exchange Liquid Global has been hit by a cyber attack and its warm wallets have been compromised. More than $90 million in cryptocurrency are stolen after a top Japanese exchange is hacked. Liquid Global has said that it's working with other exchanges to freeze and recover funds. It's the second major crypto heist to take place in little over a week. Elliptic, a blockchain analytics company, said its analysis showed that about $97 million in cryptocurrencies have been obtained by the hackers. That's all for now. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to War India News Magazine. You can download the War India app from Google Play Store for the latest news and updates. Stay tuned. Thank you.